Woo! It is a Friday. I am so excited about this day. Hi, everybody, staffing professionals. How are you? Kristen O'Hagan here. Today is April 3rd and it is Friday. I wanted to talk a little bit today about how I start my day, how I execute my day, and how I have tons of activity in my day. I do follow a structure a lot, right? So when I came into this business so long ago, I came in as a recruiter with zero experience. I was actually a psychology major and journalist minor, college student, salesperson, bartender. So I was recruited into this industry with zero experience. Matter of fact, I didn't even understand an organization chart, like CEO, regional, area, division, branch, sales, recruiting, like the whole chart within the staffing industry and within the agency and consulting firms. I didn't even have knowledge of that. So I literally still, almost 23 years later, do the same things. So I get up in the morning, as we've talked about, and I need to feed myself first. That is critical. Sit down for 5 minutes, set my intentions, compliment myself, and then, of course, also take a look at all that is working. Remember, we talked about after complimenting ourselves, we actually are making our way into our office, working closest to the money and having a structure already set up. The structure that I set up is I actually have 2 meetings a day with myself. I meet with myself in the morning. Not the first thing, feed yourself, wake up, but at 10 a.m. So I'm up at 5. I'm in my office somewhere around 5:45 a.m. It's just the way I like to work. I have a ton of energy and I'm not going to stay in bed. It's just not who I am. So I get in here and I'm ready to go, but my day is already set. Like I've literally already set my tasks for the day. My conversations, interviews, sourcing, cold calling, recruiting, marketing, following up, and then I do all my submittals. And then at the end of the day, I set the next day. So when I come in here at 5:45, 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, which would be me getting late to work. When I get in here, I immediately start sourcing. And the way that I source, and I know it's so old school, and even though I'm part of LinkedIn now, and I bought LinkedIn Recruiter last year, matter of fact, I've only had it 11 months out of 23 years. I thought, why not, have a little fun, a little extra fun over there. So, but sourcing the yellow pages, if my client is Ronstad, then I'm definitely going to go into Kelly and Manpower, let's say, if they weren't clients, of course, and source those people out. So if my client's Ronstad, I'm going to go into, we're making believe, Kelly, and I'm going to go right through the front door. If there is a phone system, I'm going to break the phone system. I'm going to play. I'm going to come in and out. I'm going to type different names. I'm going to, what happens if I hit 0? Like I'm going to play around to try to break through to some human beings, either and or a voicemail that's going to start dropping names. Or if I type in the first letter of A, how many A's are going to show up? So it's fun. I'm gathering names. So I play that way. And then if a secretary answers, I'll just come in as somebody different. Or I'll simply say, I'm returning a phone call from a salesperson and could you put me through? They're going to believe you if it is that you are really commanding and comfortable. So that's kind of cool. So sourcing, grabbing names, I'm going to try to get to 50 to 100 names in 2 hours. And I want to go hard and I want to go fast. And what's so exciting is that I have that like segment ending for myself 2 hours later. And then for those 2 hours, I'm going to go in and cold call. I'm going to recruit names I've already sourced. I'm going to recruit people that get in the way as I'm coming through the door. If I see that they have titles, energy, looks, charisma, skill set that I'm looking for, nobody's immune. I'm going to, and when I get a leader on the phone, if I've heard good things about the company and I feel in my gut, this is not the person to recruit, well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to instantly turn it into a sales call, and I'm going to get that client. Because they're already going to understand who I am because they've heard my shtick. And it just so happens maybe they like my shtick. So when they're tickled by me, I'm like, Kristen, I'm the owner. I'm going to say, well, great, let me turn this phone call around. I love owners, especially ones that are into growth and fun and happiness and not afraid to spend money because they know what it takes to make money. You know, you want to pay for the best talent right now or continually pay for mistakes. Onboarding is an expensive process, and our clients have to take the hit for that. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm bringing the right talent right now, so that we can save them money and time. We can make the client happy and successful and the candidates happy and successful. And they know who it is that I am. When I'm trying to recruit them, they feel it, they hear it, they understand it. They want me to work for them. Boom, that's easy all day long. Matter of fact, if I want to pick up a new client, I should just go and try to recruit them, which I do. I like to change up what I'm doing all day. I'm like a mad scientist. I want to see what works, what moves these people, what's going to make them send the resume, what's going to help them understand that I have their best interests in mind. How can I get that over the phone in a 3-minute call, 5-minute, 45 seconds? Because sometimes that's all you're going to get, 20 seconds. So then I do that for a couple hours. So, and then from 12 to 2, what better time than to interview? People are going to lunch. They're coming back from lunch. They can take a later lunch. So you're still working within the 10 to 2. So I do interviews with people that I know. I've already preset those interviews, or I've even scheduled them an hour ago. Hey, I can speak at 12:30. Can you? So then during lunches, I'm interviewing everybody, and I'm kind of feathering those interviews in also where people can do them. So if it's at 5 a.m, great. 6 a.m, 10 at night, it all works for me. It's when they're available. I'm on 24/7. I never close. I never shut down. That's not the way Brilliant One Solutions works. We are always open. If a candidate needs help in the middle of the night, they know to call me. I will be available. Just ask a few of them. Oh, God, so fun. So then what I do is at 3 p.m. every day, which seems to be like that time where, I used to have coffee at 3 p.m. Because it's just that time of day. So if you want to grab something warm to drink, green tea, coffee, ice water, whatever, give yourself, that's the meeting with you. Even if it's a 5-minute meeting, 10 or 15 minutes, which is really good. I like to try to do the 15 minutes so that I can slow down because I'll go fast. And so I'm like, Kristen, you've got 15 minutes to get through the meeting with yourself to align with everything you've been doing at your desk. Past business, present business, future business. Past business, where's the money? Where are we closest to the money? What might be slipping through the cracks that you're not looking at that you need to handle now? Oh my God, we're 8 minutes in on this video. I'll try to keep it shorter, guys. But so, see, whenever a recruiter looks at time, they kind of lose a little bit of their flow. That's why we don't need to watch the clock. We just need to have fun and of course talk to people. So once I set in the 3 o'clock day, and man, sometimes at 3 o'clock I'll be like, oh, you got a referral at 8 a.m. 6 hours ago and you didn't call them yet. So those 3 p.m. meetings are important because then it might be candidates that I drafted, conversations I've started, which I could have 30 open windows. So I start to go back and look at every single thing. Once I clear out that day of past, present, future business, I know what's next. I know where I'm going. I've handled, I've completed, I've swiped off, checked off, labeled. Now I'm going back to anything that's open, past, present, future. Once I do that, I literally go back like a week in my email. I just quickly swipe down because I know I only have a few more minutes for my meeting, but I wanted to make sure there's no emails that I missed because, we're moving pretty fast. So sure enough, I'll go through like a whole week because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, that. So I like to have those meetings to check in, follow up. I don't want to miss anything. I want everything completed now, right now. And that feels so good, right? I mean, if you're into sports or an athlete or, someone that's involved in getting excited about completion, that's just kind of how I see it is the way I never get frightened and I keep going is I just have a whole day of stuff with timed blocked out. I mean, I have something to look forward to. 8 to 2, I'm getting names. I'm going in, I'm cold calling. I'm going in through the yellow pages. I'm not doing what other recruiters are doing. I'm coming in the front door through the secretary, and I'm going to get to the people that I need. And nothing is going to stop me from doing that, other than maybe having to call back. That's it. So, oh my goodness, I get so excited. Sometimes I just lose my thought process here. And then for the next couple hours, I wrap up my day, and anything that I didn't want to spend time on because it was going to take time and I'd rather be on the phone, then I'll start packaging candidates. And sometimes I have to stop and send them right away. As all of you know, I mean, there's times that you have to stop with your plan and submit that candidate right now. Have that conversation, and then we kind of know our spot. You get to that, you get right back to this, you check this off, and then what I do at 5 o'clock is I look at everything completed, where the money is, and how quickly I have to get there, and I set my new day. So if I have 13 interviews going, pardon me, I will be, doing all the process with each one of those people. So I'm debriefing, I'm rescheduling, I'm doing reference checks, I'm helping people prep and prepare, talk about what's important and what's not, what to highlight. So basically the last part of my day, I'm just wrapping it all up. I'm setting it up for the morning so that when I get in here, I can make those 13 calls to those people that are interviewing, do the little pieces to each one of those interviews to move them along. Get happy about that. And now focus on the next person. Get happy about that and focus on what's next. Because if we start to get stuck about what we have, we stop building. So let's just get excited about that, set it aside with a big, beautiful bow, because you've already done your step. And now what? What's happening? You're waiting for them. And when you're waiting for them, you get moving on and you start getting more people, more interviews, more pipeline, more follow-ups. Wow. So the day is so full that I am forced to unplug. And I don't want to. But as a recruiter, what I've learned is that you never get it all done. And the more you do, the more you create. The more you create, the more abundance, people, follow-ups, return calls. In this business, you make one call, it's not over. You make one call, it leads to 5 calls. You do 1 or 2, 3 actions, now you've got 30 new actions. So when you start as a recruiter, you are never going to stop. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fulfilling. You're going to keep going. You don't get caught up in the game. You play the game, be the game, become the game. You are the game. You win the game. What's better? What's better? So I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for allowing me to come into your spaces, into your home, into your business, at your desk, what you're building personally for yourself and your organization. And I'm here to assist in that. And I want to help continue to increase success in the staffing industry and decrease failure. And that is why I'm here. Let's keep having fun. I love you guys. Talk soon. Bye-bye.